my 75th birthday celebration, my own child stood up and screamed that everyone in the room was tired of me, ordering me to leave. What he didn't know was that his words would unlock a chain of events that would dismantle his entire world by sunrise. Hello and welcome to Winds of Thought. If you've ever felt taken for granted by those you love the most, this story is for you. Please subscribe so you don't miss our tales of turning points. The morning I turned 75, I woke not to excitement, but to a hollow quiet. A reflection showed a life etched in lines and silver hair. My small city apartment was filled with the scent of cinnamon and nutmeg from the hummingbird cake I'd baked, a recipe from my grandmother. This cake was the thread woven through my life's tapestry. I made it when I married my Robert, for our son Leo's first steps, and for every milestone since. It was my love made edible. That day, it would become a symbol of something else entirely. My phone buzzed. It was Leo. "Mom, I'm in a real bind. The car's transmission is shot. Can you help?" His voice was tight with a panic I knew too well. I transferred the last of my savings, leaving my wallet empty save for a few dollars. "You're a lifesaver, Mom," he said, the line going dead. I sighed, a sound born from a lifetime of putting his needs before my own. It was a debt of the heart, one I believed a mother owed. We were celebrating at the country house, my country house, one Robert and I built with our own hands, dreaming of growing old there surrounded by family. After he passed, Leo and his wife, Chloe, moved in. "Your place is too cramped, Alina," Chloe had stated, her smile not quite reaching her eyes. I didn't argue. Now their modern furniture and minimalist art had erased every trace of our history. The old willow tree we'd planted was cut down because the roots messed up the lawn. I arrived early by taxi, arms full of groceries. Chloe, in a designer dress, gave me a airy kiss. "Alina, the kitchen is a disaster. Could you sort the charcuterie?" And so, on my birthday, I became the staff. I arranged cheeses and sliced meats while laughter I wasn't part of floated from the living room. I was the ghost at my own feast. Then came the cake. I carried it out on my mother's ceramic platter, my final, hopeful offering. It was beautiful, layered and iced with care, a hush cup. "Oh, Alina," Chloe's voice cut the air, sharp and cold. "We have a professional patisserie cake. No one wants a dusty, homemade relic." The room froze, but it was my son who stood. His face was a mask of shame and rage, but not at his wife. At me. "You're always causing a scene," he spat. "Everyone here is exhausted by you. Just get out." In that moment, a lifetime of devotion didn't just break. It vanished. Profound, chilling clarity washed over me. I looked at the stranger I'd raised and simply nodded. "All right." I turned, took my coat, and walked out the door into the twilight. The click of the latch behind me was the period on a very long chapter of my life. Some debts, once called, are finally paid in full. On the bus ride home, I wasn't crying. I was calculating. Facts lined up in my mind with cold precision. My emerald bracelet, a gift from Robert that I'd lost and later saw on Chloe's wrist. Thousands of dollars I'd given them for emergencies while I ate oatmeal for dinner. The way my photos were slowly removed from the walls, my presence systematically erased from the home that was once my own. I had been an appliance to them, the bank, the baker, the babysitter. But I was no longer needed. Next morning, I woke feeling lighter than I had in decades. I brewed my coffee and opened a dusty file box. There at the bottom was the deed. The paper stated clearly, sole owner, Alina Marie Vance. I remembered a lifetime ago, turning down a lead architect position in another state because Leo was a troubled teen. I chose the house, his stability, over my sky. And for what? To be thrown out of. My hand was steady as I dialed the realtor. "I'd like to list the country house for immediate sale," I said, my voice firm. Next, I called my old friend, Beatrice. I told her what happened. "It's about time," she breathed. "Let the for sale sign do the talking." And I did. Days of blessed silence followed. Then the phone began to shriek. I let it ring. They arrived at my apartment, letting themselves in with their key, a final, stunning act of entitlement. He stood in my doorway, Chloe furious, Leo pleading. "Mom, this is our home. Where will we go?" he cried. I looked at him, my heart still, coldly. "You told me to get out," I replied, my voice quiet as stone. "I am, and I'm taking what's mine with me. You have 30 days to leave." The shock on their faces was my final confirmation. The strongest walls are built from the stones others threw. The house sold in a week. Money that hit my account wasn't just currency. It was my time, my sacrifices returned to me. The first thing I did was book the transatlantic cruise Robert and I had always dreamed of. Then I bought a coat, not a practical beige one, but a brilliant crimson. And now I stand on the deck of a great ship, the salt spray on my face and a sketchbook in my hands. I am no one's mother, no one's servant. I am simply a leaner, and my life at 75 is finally and completely my own. If this story of reclaiming your life resonated with you, please give this video a like and share your own experiences in the comments below. Your support helps winds of thought grow. Be well.